press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Welcome back, dear students. Okay, so we were discussing about criminal justice, right? Understanding the criminal justice system. So see, dear students, we came across some 2-3 situations, right? So one is a child killing his father because he saw that his mother was being tortured. The second is the person, because of unemployment, he started doing some problem there, right? Theft. He started causing crime, or say he started being a criminal there. We understood what is crime, what is justice, and what is criminal justice. So why this system is necessary? Why we need to follow the system here? See, in few of the, I guess in your chapters itself, we have come across a system wherein Britishes, they never used to take up the trial, right? They never had any trial system. What they used to do, without giving any chance to another person, what they used to do is they used to just take the person into custody and punish him without any trial. So why this trial has to be conducted? What actually happens in the trial, during the trial? So to understand that, see, you have seen many a times. You have seen, to understand that, no doubt we have to understand the criminal justice system, that is different. Yes. We have, whenever somebody violates the law, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? You have to punish that person, right? You feel that, yes, I have to punish this person. You heard Pulwama attack. How did you feel? You felt that how people can be so, rigorous. How can they do such thing? You felt that, right? You felt even when, if at all, Sushant is being murdered, then you might have felt somewhere, yes, the person should be punished. So whenever you see a crime, whenever a person violates the law, it may be a very small thing. It may be a very small thing, but even then, whenever a person causes accident, okay, accident, no doubt it is an accident, but yes, because of your mistake, somebody else is facing the problem. So what do you feel then? Yes, I have to inform the police. Inform the police, right? You do it. So it is like you might have even watched in movies, serials, etc. Right? This is the common thing. So even in real life, if you are not seen, you might have seen that, yes, police are called, they do come, they take the person into custody, and what is that you feel? Okay, so police is the one who really punishes the criminal. But in actual, it is the judge, or say it is the rule of, say, law. It is the law, court of law that decides. It is the court that decides whether the person is being accused, okay, whether he can be acquitted or he should be convicted. So who is an accused then? Accused is a person. Now, when I said Shanti's story, okay, now let me repeat Shanti's story. See, Shanti is nothing but, Shanti is a person who is a maid. She is working. She has been working for Mr. and Mrs. Shinde in their apartment. Okay. So now Mrs. Shinde finds that her gold chain is missing and she asks Shanti, she tells, see, we will be calling police if you agree that you have, if you agree, or say if you have anything to agree, if you have done the crime, if at all you have done the crime, please accept it so that we can finish it here itself, or else I'll be calling the police and then you'll be facing much more problems. So this is what she actually tells, okay, Mrs. Shinde tells it to Shanti. Now Shanti's bag is been like, they take up her bag and they check it. So primary investigation is done by his, this particular person's husband, by her husband, okay, by this person, that is Mr. Shinde. He checks a packet to there. Then he goes to the police to file an FIR. So now Shanti is an accused. Okay, her guilt is not yet proved. She is not yet found to be guilty, but she is under suspicion because Mr. and Mrs. Shinde gives a statement saying that nobody else enters my room without my permission. It is you who keeps coming just to clean the floor and all, you keep coming. So it's you. It is you who has taken the chain. So suspicion, out of doubt, she is being taken into custody. Shanti is being taken into custody. So now accused, she is called as accused. Until and unless a person's guilt is proved, the person is called to be an accused. It is under suspicion, a person is considered, or a person is taken into custody on the basis of the doubt. Okay, on the basis of doubt, the person is taken into custody and the person then will be called as an accused there. So who is a convict? Who is called as a convict there? A convict is a person whose guilt is proved. If at all a person's guilt is proved, then that person will be called as a convict there. Okay, that person will be called as a convict. So they have to prove that, okay, their guilt has to be proved. Then only we can say that yes, the person is being guilty. So if at all the guilt is proved, then we can consider that this particular thing as, or the person as a convict there. Okay, else the person will be called as an accused. So let us know what is a FIR. They have clearly mentioned here, Mr. Shinde, he tells to the police saying that I have come to file an FIR. Okay, there has been a theft in my house. So my maid Shanti has stolen my wife's chain. Okay, gold chain or necklace or whatever. Now the police is ready. The sub-inspector, he records Mr. Shinde's words. So what is this FIR? FIR is a written document which is prepared by police. The definition is given under section 154 of Cbse, that is Criminal Procedure Code. There is a law, procedural law. Okay, one is Cbse, that is Civil Procedure Code, for handling or how to handle civil cases. Those process and all is been mentioned there. And when it comes to criminal system or say criminal justice system, we have something called as CRPC, which is again a procedural law. Okay, that is procedural law. So CRPC. So in that they have mentioned what is an FIR. What is an FIR? So here when they are telling here FIR, okay, when they say FIR, it is nothing but first information report. So on the basis of whatever a person has seen, on the basis of whatever a person has come across, that person gives the information, okay, related to that particular event or related to that particular crime. So that will be considered as first information report. Now who gives this first information report? Okay, see what happens when it comes to FIR. It is a written document. FIR is a written document prepared by the police here. Police prepares it when they receive information about the commission of a cognizable offence. So some cognizable offence has happened there. Somebody has violated the law. Somebody has committed a crime. Somebody has unlawfully they have committed a mistake there. Some wrongful act has been done. So that particular person, the person who has seen it or the person who comes to the police and gives the information, that is like they record it. It is a written document. So it is prepared by the police itself. So that is called as FIR. So it is a report of information that reaches the police first in point of time, and that is why it is called as the first information report. So at the first place. Now here Mr. Shinde has come. He is telling that yes, there is a theft at my place. So this is the information, first information, that there is a theft at my place, and who has done it? It is done by Shanti. So he is giving the information there. So that itself is first information report. Now let me tell you who can lodge this FIR. See, any person, so like see, complainant, any person. Now Mr. Shinde, he is a complainant there. So he has seen or he has gone through that particular event, okay, he was there at the spot. So he himself, the complainant, or any person, okay, who is aware of the offense, who has seen it, who has or who was there, who was spotted at the crime at the event of crime. So as an eyewitness or some hearsay account. So the person has to, it may be any person, sometimes even the police officer who comes to know about some cognizable offense can file an FIR himself or say herself. So you can file an FIR. When can you file? You are the person against whom the offense has been committed. Somebody has done something against to you, then even you can file an FIR. You know yourself about an offense which has been committed, and you have seen the offense at the first place. So you too can even file the FIR. So always remember, FIR has to be filed and it has to be registered. So see, when it comes to FIR, what all things has to be mentioned there? So when it comes to FIR, certain things has to be mentioned, that is name and address, your name and address, date, time and location of the incident that has happened, nothing but the crime spot, okay, yes. So the true facts of the incident, the fact that has happened, okay, the true fact, remember I am using the term true fact, nothing but you have to tell the truth, you have to speak the truth to there, okay, whatever it has happened, it may be, it may be anything that has taken place, but you should speak the truth to there. So name and description of the person involved in the incident, okay, who is the victim or whatever it is, whatever you related to the crime, you have to speak the truth and you have to give all the information. So see, when it comes to FIR, see what happens, once the FIR is filed, okay, it has to be registered then. So now let's move further. Now Mr. Shinde returns with the sub-inspector. Once he files the FIR, okay, he comes with the police official, he comes back, okay, then what happens? See, there is a criminal system, as I told you, the system, okay, there is some system to make a person punishable. So you cannot just punish anybody you want, okay, you cannot just punish anybody you want. What happens, you have to really follow the the crime or say the criminal system. So when it comes to the criminal system, see, it goes like this: offense, okay, so the criminal case stages, there are stages here and you have to follow the same stages. Very first stage when it comes to the criminal system, it is the pre-trial proceedings, okay. So there is first stage is pre-trial proceedings, the second stage is trials, the third is post-trial stage. Now what is this pre-trial stage or say pre-trial proceedings, then what is this trial, actual trial, and what is post-trial stage? So when it comes to pre-trial stage, information or see the FIR, first information report, okay, so that or say the complaint. Then comes arrest, the second one under pre-trial, okay, proceedings. The second thing is arrest. Now come to the story here, okay, Mr. Shinde, okay, so Shinde has come here. Now what Shinde is doing, like he has come, he has filed an FIR there, he has registered this, and then he is taking the sub-inspector Rao with him. Now Rao, what he tells, I will now write the statement that Mr. and Mrs. Shinde make about this theft. Let me seal the envelope, okay, that has the money. So what he does, let me seal, let me take the money, the envelope wherein this Miss Shanti, she has kept the money, right. So let me take up the envelope because it is an evidence, so let me seal it. Okay. So what Rav is doing, he is taking that particular envelope and he is sealing it so that it can be considered as an evidence. With that, what he has done, he is taking Miss Shanti with him, arresting her. So arrest. What do you mean by arrest? Yes, what is arrest? So see, taking a person into custody. So taking a person into custody, that too it is done by the police. Okay, police takes a person into custody. A person is being taken into custody straight away in order to face the court next day. So do remember, if at all, it is like the second stage now. There are like pre-trial like proceedings. So here very first is the complaint, right? So the complaint is done, FIR has been filed. The second is arrest, and who has done it? It is done by the police now. Now is it the police who will be punishing? No, definitely not. So here Sushil, Shanti's brother, has come. He got to know, he understood that yes, my sister is being taken into custody. So he rushes to the police. He tells that he pleads actually. He pleads there, okay, and he tells that please release Shanti. Now, she has been arrested. The police tells she has been arrested. If you want, okay, because she has taken away, okay, she has been arrested for the theft of a gold chain. You go to the court and get a bail order. What is bail then? Yes, what do you mean by bail? You might have heard this, right? Arrest. Once any person gets arrested, so you know the next step would be bail. What do you mean by bail? It is again a third stage. Okay, so what is bail? Either remand the person or say bail. So what is bail? So it is a temporary for time being, okay, temporary release of an accused. So as I told you, accused is a person on whom there is a doubt. Still whether the person has really done the crime or no, that is still not proved. So the person is still an accused here, the person is still to be proved. Okay, his or her guilt has to be proved. Till then the person will be called as an accused here. So temporary release of that particular person, it is not permanent releasing, it is temporary release. So for a time being the person will be released. So temporary release of an accused, okay, awaiting trial, sometimes on condition that a sum of money has to be paid. So they have to pay a sum of money, okay, lodged to guarantee their appearance in court. So it is like surety, okay, on surety you have to give a surety. Now imagine, now Sushil, okay, Sushil is Shanti's brother, he has come to the police. What he is asking, please, you know, release my sister, she has done nothing, the amount whatever you have, the packet, whatever you contain, it is like hard earned money. We have been storing it. Okay, we want it for our future, that's the reason we want to purchase certain wool for the village. So we have kept it, we have been like collecting the amount. So that is not the theft. She cannot be a thief. She cannot do such an act. So that is what Sushil is telling. But do you think so, without having any evidence, okay, without any evidence, will the person be released? Definitely not. Now the police, what he tells, if at all you want your sister to be released, go to the court and get a bail order. What is bail then? It is the temporary release of an accused, saying that again, they will be coming to the trial, okay, they will attend the trial and all, no doubt. For that you have to give some surety, you have to pay certain sum of money there, okay, certain sum of amount has to be kept. Now Sushil tells, see, how can I pay? I cannot afford all those things, first thing, and we don't know any lawyer here. So what police does? Police keeps Sushil, and that too for 2 days, and he abuses and beats, okay, Sushil, and even other police constables, they too beat him. They try and make him confess. Now they are forcing him to confess, saying that he and his sister Shanti had a gang of domestic servants, okay, they have the gang of domestic servants, and they have stolen jewelry from other homes too. So it means the police knew that there are other apartments wherein a gang of thieves are there who are stealing. Okay, police knows about it. So now there have been other complaints of theft of jewelry, okay, from Shinde's neighborhood also. You see, there are again other complaints from Shinde's neighborhood saying that yes, there is again theft and all. Now, what the police are doing, they are making Sushil to confess, saying that confess is nothing but to accept, okay, confess, okay, or to say, or to give the words, okay. So confess that he and his sister Shanti are heading, they are the heads of some domestic servants and they are causing that theft. Now Sushil keeps telling, I am a factory worker, I am an innocent factory worker, and he kept telling the same thing. He never confesses, he never accepts this, and he never tells that he has done something, and he keeps telling that I am an innocent worker and please let me go. So now the further, okay, although the court granted bail, okay, to Shanti after a month, for almost a month she stays in the jail. Now Sushil is released, okay, as he keeps telling that I am an innocent worker and all. Police had to release because there was no evidence against him, so there was no other option but to release Sushil. But Shanti still had this, she was still under suspicion, right? So she was still under, she was in the custody itself, but after a month she got a bail, but she was unable to get anyone to stand surety for her for rupees 20,000, and she therefore continued to be in jail. Though she had received or got the bail, okay, as I told you, bail, it is given on surety. So now there was nobody to give surety to her, so that's the reason she was kept in jail itself. She had to remain in jail. Now she is very traumatic. Imagine a person has done nothing, very innocent, and that person is being punished, or say that person has been kept in jail without any mistake of that particular person, only on the suspicion, okay, as accused, the person being very innocent is in, okay, is in police custody. Definitely the person would be traumatized. Now she is worried, what will happen? What she is thinking is, what will happen to me? What will happen to the money that has been sealed and has been taken as an evidence? That is our hard earned money. Will I get it back? If, okay, like I haven't done anything wrong, yet I am behind the bars just because madam feels that I have done or I have stolen the gold chain. So she is thinking all those things. Now the police files a charge sheet. What is a charge sheet? So now, okay, now the next stage. Okay, next stage under pre-trial proceedings. So very first stage is FIR or say complaint. The second stage is arrest. The third is like charge sheet. Okay. So charge sheet, sorry, bail or remand. Okay, next is charge sheet. Now the charge sheet is done by the police itself. So what is this charge sheet? On the basis of FIR, whatever first information report, whatever they have received, the police, they make a record. They will be like final police record. It is called as a final police record, charge sheet, and it shows the crime that has been committed by the person. The person, nothing but like the accused, okay, whosoever it is. No doubt accused is an innocent, whether he is innocent or no, that will be proved by the court. The court is the one which decides all these things, okay, that will be proved in the court. So the charge sheet will be filed by the police. It is the final record, okay, it is the final record done by the police. So what does police do? Okay, what do they do? They consider this FIR, they check the first information report. On the basis of that itself, they make the record. On what basis the person should be punished, what all punishment, what all suspicion, under what all suspicion the accused is being taken into custody. So that will be mentioned in the charge sheet. So what all things will be mentioned here? What the charges are and when the offence is alleged to have been committed. What are the charges? Nothing but why the person is being taken into custody, what are the crime the person has committed. So what are the charges on what the person has been taken into custody, and when the offence is alleged to have been committed. So when the person has committed so and so, like when the person has committed such a crime. So that will be mentioned there. The next is what act and sections are breached. What are the acts that has been done by the accused here? If at all we are considering or we want to file, okay, if at all we have to file a charge sheet, then what all things the accused has committed, what are the actions the accused has committed. So all those things has to be mentioned. Not only that, even with that they have to mention what are the sections, okay, which all sections they have violated or say they have breached, okay. So if at all murder, section 300 we say under in IPC, okay. So there are sections which are mentioned in the Indian Penal Code, okay. So those sections will be mentioned there, saying that so and so person has done so and so thing, they have violated, they have done or they have committed so and so mistake, okay. So all those things will be mentioned there. Now apart from that, the name and the signature of the informant, here it may be even the police officer. So who has taken the information? Informant. FIR is filed with the police, right? So information is given to the police. So informant, he will be the person who will be doing that. They have to put their name with your signature. Then when it is listed for hearing in magistrate court, so these cases will be taken by the magistrate court, okay. Like you have a magistrate court, so like a first division, second division, you have all those things. So it depends upon the court. So which court, okay. So like those courts will decided, and when it was listed, when it is taken up by the court, even that they have to mention. And always remember, the charge sheet should be done within 12 months from the date of alleged offence. Once there is a commission of some offence, from then within 12 months they have to prepare the charge sheet, else it will not be considered to be valid. Now, the police has done this charge sheet in the magistrate courts. Okay, they have filed the charge sheet, and the court gives a copy of the charge sheet including the statement of witnesses. Who all are the witnesses? So, who is the witness? Then, like, see, what is the meaning of a witness? Witness is the person who has seen the crime, who has been spotted in the crime place, and he has been he is the person who has seen it. So, witness, it may be eyewitness. Okay, so the witness, whosoever is being produced as an evidence to prove the guilt, okay, that particular person will be called as a witness here. So, all the statements of witness to Shanti was considered, and Shanti tells the court that she has no lawyer to defend herself. Now, so the magistrate appoints advocate Kamala Roy as Shanti's defense lawyer at the government's expense. Now, always remember, the one who files the case, okay, the one who has filed the case, that person. So, if some crime has happened, some person who files the case will be called as the public prosecutor, and the person who is speaking for the accused, okay, till the guilt is proved, he is called as accused, right? The person who is the lawyer who is appointed for the defense, okay, defending of the accused, that person will be called as a defense lawyer. See, these terms are actually very easy, but yes, most of the people, they get confused. Okay, let me tell you again in detail about all these things. So, today I guess I can wind up here itself. These things will be dealing in the next class. Who is a public prosecutor, who is police, what are the roles of police, what is the role of the public prosecutor. With this story itself, we will be learning about the chief examination in chief, cross examination and all. I was supposed to cover it, but because of the time constraint, I have to wind it up here itself. So, let me tell you this. See, if at all a person is not able to find a lawyer or can afford to hire a lawyer, then it will be arranged by the court itself. Okay, they themselves will arrange for it. Okay, so here also same thing. Kamala Roy was considered to be the defense lawyer because she has to defend her client, because she has to save Shanti. Now, Shanti is accused, right? So, any person who comes or any lawyer that has been hired, okay, to save the accused, to defend the accused, so that particular person will be called as a defense lawyer. And always remember, the case, though filed by an individual, it is considered to be the state itself, and when it comes to these kind of cases, criminal cases, it is always the public prosecutor. So, always remember the lawyers, okay, the lawyers here we have, okay, defense lawyer, and the one is public prosecutor. Always remember, it would be the state. Crime is against the state and it is not against an individual. Though it is committed, no doubt there is a victim. Okay, the theft. Imagine if Shanti had committed the crime, she had committed the theft. No doubt one individual has faced the loss there. Okay, the one individual has faced the loss, or the individual has become a victim there, no doubt. But even then, the crime is always considered, or it is taken as though it is committed against the state itself. So, that is the reason here state always involves itself to punish the person who has done the crime. So, dear students, today we have discussed something more about the criminal justice system, wherein there are 3 stages, as I told you: pre-trial proceedings, okay, the second is trial, and the third is actual proceedings. So the total, like when it comes to when it comes to your pre-trial proceedings, very first thing that we did discuss was FIR, that is first information report, and the second one is your arrest. Okay, arresting the person whosoever has committed the mistake there, whosoever has committed the crime there. Okay, so FIR, once a person files an FIR there, okay, the second, when it comes to pre-trial proceedings or say pre-trial stage what we call, so the second is your arrest. Then comes the third, that is production, or say like either the person may ask for a bail there, that too on surety. If there is no surety, there won't be any bail. So you have understood the term, that is accused, convict, FIR and bail. The remaining things will be dealt in the next class. Thank you so much for your patience. If you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment box. Thank you so much for your patience. Have a great day.